Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to yet another round of level 99 grind. Let's go! I am so stoked. I binged through the two Star Trek episodes that I said I was going to binge through. So, haha! I did things that I said I was going to do. Good for me. It's really just good for me. I was going to say I'm good for you too, but not really. Or maybe it is. Maybe it gives me something more to talk about. Ah, it's always good. It's always good. Woo-wee! I have been set on fire. I had to do a little bit of running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I don't know if you ever seen that. It's a little disturbing. You see it once, you never unsee it. Good lord. Anyway, welcome back to level 99 grind. I'm taking yet another step towards getting to level 52 out of 99. It's going to be real exciting today because I'm pretty sure we're going to be dropping below... Oh yeah, we're in the 1600s right now. So we'll hit about 11... Not 1600s, yikes, 16,000s. I always miss I always accidentally divide that by 10 a little bit there. Fun fact, when dividing by 10, just move the decimal point over to the left. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh wow, you respawned. You gonna swing? Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place, and I had to do a very quick speed cleaning because it was very much needing to be taken care of. And fun fact, you really want to ventilate when you're using cleaning chemicals in the bathroom because, long story short, I just breathed in the nastiest concoction ever. Thankfully, I know better than to mix chemicals, but good lord. Good lord. That one burned. And it doesn't even have bleach in it. That's the worst part. The worst part is it don't even have bleach in it. So it's like, what the frick is in this thing that is making my throat burn out from inhaling? Oh my god, I was coughing out my lungs and I was just like, oh lord. How am I gonna talk incessantly for 2 hours straight? And then I realized, nah, I do that anyway. And I did that when I periodically dealt with sore throat when I was first starting out. So I'm fine. It's fine. Boy, oh boy, though, I am roasty toasty from doing the mosty. I might actually get myself a popsicle real quick, just because of the level of, pardon, toast I am feeling right now. I restored balance to my universe earlier today, because I made too many meatballs, because I overestimated the amount of meatball per noodles, because there's a perfect ratio, and, the newer ones that I got are slightly larger than the previous ones. The previous ones, I could just chop them in half, bada bing, bada boom, it's fine. These ones, I had to chop them in quarters. So, yeah. I should not be that hungry. But I think I will still get myself a popsicle because, I need a popsicle. Bad. So I'm going to take these 3 out and get us below 16,000. How about that? Let's get us below 16,000 and then I'll reward myself with a popsicle right off the bat. Because I hit an overheat point from running around. To be fair, I was taking care of some stuff. One of the things was immediately dropping off the DVD so then I could get that squared away. Okay, I am getting myself the popsicle. The popsicle is happening. It's happening, people. I might have to mute 1 second. I knew it was a good reason to mute. There we go. There we go, I got my popsicle. Sorry for the crunch, it was necessary. I might play around with noise gates later today. Try to figure out that happy medium. So then I can chew on stuff while I'm live. In the meantime, you get to hear the glorious sounds of just crunch. Those power popsicles, baby! And the inability to, drive, apparently. I worked on a little bit of writing yesterday, it was great. And I ran out of free run episodes to watch. Because there's only 10 in the new season, so I'm like, well, shit. No more episodes until the second half of the season comes out. If it comes out. I really need it to come out, and I'm looking at the last episode, and like that little end bit with Denkin, I'm like, oh, please no. Please don't kill Denkin. Please don't kill him. Because he's actually a really fun character. This is the same. For anyone who's unfamiliar with Frieren, Denkin is in the second half of the first season. He's in the first class mage. It's not a competition test. He's one of the people participating in the first class mage exam. And at the very end, spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it, but at the very end, him and his team completely out of magical energy. And so are the enemy team. Wow, okay, I took out all three. I did not expect that. And I'm getting all the orbs. Okay, we're just full of Orbeez. Long story short, man decides to coax the other team that has one of the little bird they're supposed to catch. He's like, come on, let's fight it out like real men. And they fist fight, and he wins. But the fact of the matter is that man has not forgotten that, yes, he is a mage, but he also can throw hands. And it's the most beautiful thing on the planet. And I do not like the potential hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, he might die. I do not want him to get wrecked. He's a cool character. That's why. Alright, I could do it. I can't apologize too many times for chewing on something on stream. Because in this particular case, I really did need to lower my core temperature. I don't have any core temperature problems, I just don't want to surprise myself with any. Especially not in the middle of a live stream. That'd be kind of sucky. Besides, I have the power to press buttons with only one hand. I'm fine. By the way, Season 3 of Star Trek is really good so far. When I'm not wallowing in my own self-pity and issues and whatever. It's actually really fun to watch the show. I knocked out like 2 episodes today, I think. Yeah, I said that earlier. But the episode titles were The Enemy and The Price. So you got... The first one is, involves there was a crash landing, away team, planet. Geordi accidentally gets stranded because he fell down a hole and he missed the window for getting beamed back up. He ends up finding another survivor from that Romulan ship crash. And they actually end up teaming up and working together, and I was just like, yes, let's go! I thought it was the best thing in the world. I'm like, yes! I have no idea if the two get to meet up later in the series, but I was just like, ah, my heart. I love when folks work together. It's the best thing ever. Cooperative collaboration is my favorite thing. That's my jam in stories. It's so funny. Team-ups are the good shit. That's why people like the Avengers and Justice League. They like seeing characters team up and work together. It appeals to the collaborative senses that every I want to say every human has on a natural basis, but some folks manage to just nuke that entirely. Or they pretend that they don't have any sort of collaborative sense, but in reality they rely entirely on other people's labor to be what they are. Billionaires, anyway. Hey, we made it like 15 minutes before I started ranting about billionaires. Hell yeah! It's okay, there's nothing wrong. I will always rag on billionaires until they stop being billionaires. Millionaires are on thin ice. If you're in like the bottom half of millionaire, you're on thin ice. And I do understand in this economy that it's kind of trying to survive and shit, but if you have the ability and don't hate your boat, long story short, if you don't hate your boat, you're on thin ice. Because anybody who has ever bought and owned a boat, and I'm not talking about like a canoe or a kayak or anything like that. I'm talking like shit that has an engine and stuff. Because there's a saying that goes amongst all boat owners. The two best days of having a boat are the day you buy it and the day you sell it. Because those things are a pain in the ass. I'm glad I learned that little adage before I thought about wanting to buy a sailboat and just living on that. There's also the slight problem of, I'm one of those unfortunate folks who gets the worst kind of motion sickness. I can't be on a boat for too long. So, if I've ever gone the times I've ever gone sailing or been on a boat, I have to wear these ear seasick patches. Funny thing though, I didn't have as much of a problem on this big-ass ferry boat, but... And, like, at first everybody thought, oh, this poor girl gets nauseous. To be fair, that plane ride was really long, and also I had the shittiest food from JFK Airport. And me and the other girl who also had the pink lemonade from the same place both threw up on the plane, so. It was not a coincidence. But yeah, if I tried to live on a boat for indefinite time, I would have to wear those damn patches all the time, and hope and pray that my body would finally adapt to avoid motion sickness. Otherwise, I'd have a lifetime problem. Can't put this ass on a boat, no sir. Well, I mean you can. It's just not gonna go well. It's extra funny too. Dramamine, you think it would be helpful, but anytime I've taken Dramamine, I think it's just already been far too late. So it becomes really ineffective, and my brain associates Dramamine with being sick. So instead of making me feel better, it just makes me sicker. And ginger ale, that stuff's good, but it only works when it only works well when I'm on a plane. It tastes really good at high altitudes, by the way. If you ever go on a plane, ask for ginger ale but no ice. Oh, okay. That's how you want to play? Okay, we can play ball. Okay. I want the guinea pigs to stop yelling at me. Ow. Wait, why did I take damage on purpose? What the hell? No, actually, that makes sense. It's autopilot at this point. Okay. Oh, shit. One of my hips is out. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place today. Oh, Christ almighty. If you didn't hear it, my entire spine just popped. Well, actually, the entire lower half of my spine, which is the spot that is the most tense, so it makes sense. Good lord. Now if I could stop trying to solve math problems in my sleep, that would be great. Actually, it's less math problems, more social problems. I try to solve social problems and random scenarios in my sleep. Terrible idea, by the way. Not worth it. Not worth it one bit. Nice, 2 for 1. I did a little work on one of my stories last night, and I was like, oh shit, where do I go next? Because I have to modify the crap out of it. I'm really glad that I'm modifying the crap out of it, though. I'm trying to figure out, though, how to make it work for some of the characters. I mean, to be fair, I need to expect that I just need to restructure a lot of things. Like, a lot. Huh. Sorry. Lots of things to think about. I was about to be like, maybe I should hop onto Minecraft one of these days and figure out the physical structure, because I'm basically building up a boarding school in this story. Not the first time I've written one of those. But in this particular scenario, I'm trying to figure out, like, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just build it in Minecraft, and I'm like, girly pop, if you build that shit in Minecraft, it is never gonna get done. Not unless you got World Edit in your pocket. I mean, I could put World Edit in my pocket. That can be done. Saved me a hell of a lot of trouble with the other thing I'm working on with the bakery. I haven't worked on that in a while, not since the last stream. That was kind of fun the other day, just poking at it. Working on that dang wheat field. That was actually totally worth it, because I finished up that wheat field, and then I need to make that path. That was the next thing on my agenda, was to add to the path. Maybe I'll do an off-stream thing where I add to the path and stuff like that. Nice, okay. Smooth like butter. Shoot, we were at 16,000, now we're at 15,000 something. Really? You missed. You missed entirely, my friend. They always do this to me. Okay, maybe not always. Sometimes they get real keen on trying to kill me, and then I'm like, oh geez, and then I panic and press the pause button. And then I get wrecked. Yes, dear, you did take them all out. I love that. I'm so glad that YouTube is slightly behind, because it gives me the ability to look back in the past and be like, oh yeah, no, I did take care of that. Unless I've been standing there for standing still for too long, then I'm like, oh shoot. Did I take care of that? Yes. Yes, dear, you did. You very much took care of it. Everything is fine. my goodness, no, don't sneeze, please. Cozy activities. Fighting dusks for 2 hours straight or so. Maybe, sometimes 2.5 actually. I've done a couple of 2.5 length streams. Those were unhinged, holy shit. I could probably look back through my archive and just be like, oh my gosh. Some of those nights I think I did end some streams a little oh Christ. And that is why the siren is there, to make sure that I pay attention and don't die. The power of distraction, my people. The power of distraction. I'm glad that it took me a second to remember that yes indeed, I don't need to take any damage, I can just start swinging. Nice! I think I do have to take damage now. Okay, I can get away with maybe one more if I manage to pull it off. Damn it. Oh well, that's fine. I expected only one more out of that. So y'all know how I fixed that one clock, the wall clock, the other day. Well, there's another clock in my room, and I'm thinking about fixing it. But here's the thing. I have no memory of what it sounds like. I remember what the wall clock sounded like. I remember that well enough, but the problem is I don't remember what the other one sounds like, and I'm kind of scared to find out. Because if it makes dinging noises, I'm not going to be able to sleep. There's a limit to the noise I can sleep through. I managed to turn the wall clock noise into white noise at night, but that's because it's a constant sound of the same thing. Like, it's the same thing. It's not intermittent things. It's not like 1 hour of silence interrupted occasionally by metal pipe sound. Metal pipe at 2 a.m. Keeps things interesting, you know? Don't actually do that trying to sleep. It'd be funny, but don't do it. Yeah, the last time that clock ran, it was 12:45. Fascinating. I wonder if I can take a peek at it. Does it run off of batteries? It's an old ass clock, actually. Let me take out these 3 and then I'll figure out. I'll start poking at it a little bit. I'll start poking at it. I love how I fix shit while I'm streaming instead of, like, you know, doing it at a time where I can focus entirely on that. I'm just like, fix things while not preoccupied? Nah. Let's just try to fix everything while you're streaming, huh? How about that? Oh, Christ almighty! Okay. There's glass involved, that's why I'm a little nervous. Okay. I have no idea how this works. I have a sneaking suspicion this bitch is actually entirely mechanical, I think. That's frightening, to say the least. I'm gonna take a peek. Yes, dear. Stay calm. This might be a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I haven't broken the seal on this in ever. This thing has not been untaped in probably over a decade now. Oh, great. Cool. Well, I can't put the tape back on one of the sections because one of the sections decided it was going to be divorced. And I really do mean divorced. Holy shit. Why am I like this? Please detach. Okay, well, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna deal with this other half that seems to be a little bit more cooperative. I feel like I'm breaking a seal on something and I'm gonna get plagued. Oh, forget it. It's gonna need a new tape selection anyway. Okay, I'm gonna extricate the dome. Then I'm going to dust the dome very gently and pray that the glass is going to behave itself. Okay, now that I've extricated the dome, I'm going to remove the tape very carefully from all 4 sections. This is going to be a bit difficult because the tape has decided that it wants to be attached to a couple of dials. Not sure how I feel about that. Just gonna rotate so then I can work with what I have. Oh, how horrendous. Hello, love. This is the worst time to do this, by the way. I love that I'm getting distracted. We are not getting 5,000 XP today. I was just like, oh, let's see if I can get 5,000, and then my brain's like, hey, what if you mess with the clock today? What if you do that? What if? And, well, now here we are. Here we are, fucking around with a clock instead of, anything else. Very interesting, mechanical setup, though. Should I be doing this? I mean, the question being asked is already a bit too late to answer. I have already extricated the tape. It's gone. That's all there is to it. The tape is gone. Okay. And now for the hard part. Figuring out where the hell this goes. Never mind, I have figured out the problem. There are several problems, in fact. Because I don't think this fits. Unless it does. I actually don't know how to reassemble this. No way. No way is it just attached to this tiny little thing. Wait a minute. Could it really be that simple? No. What are you made of? What are you? Okay, I'm gonna gently remove that. Okay, never mind. I think I know the process. So, if that's the case, why is that so... That's so heavy, though. I should not be fucking with this. Okay. Let's see. Wait, what? Oh, that's not it. No, wait. Could it really be that simple? Okay. Calmly. But carefully. Is it left or right? Okay. This is a grave mistake that I have made because I do not know how to work this damn thing. And I'm pretty sure this key does not belong here. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze. I love how I've just been messing with the clock for the past 5-10 minutes. But really though, really? That's all there is to it? I feel like I'm missing a piece of the puzzle. And I have a sneaking suspicion this is a mechanical clock and I need to do some research. And I am hoping and praying that this thing isn't gonna break while I'm dealing with this. Maybe I shouldn't have put it back together. Silly me. But this key looks important. And this looks important too. I feel like I'm missing some pieces. What am I missing? I might need to look up the type of mechanical clock I'm working with. I think that's the only solution. Which means I'm going to gently disassemble this. Gently. So that way... Man, this is such a strong smell of brass. Holy shit. Like, this is aggressively brass. Also, this pendulum is very heavy. Could it really be that simple as, like, the pendulum that I'm working with is the problem? Wait, no. How do I put you away? This is why you don't work with things while you're streaming, you idiot. Future me, give past me a little bap on the head in post edit. Okay. I have successfully resealed some of the contents, except for the fact that there is no tape now, so, if I pick it up by the dome, it's going flying. And by the dome, I just mean the dome. Alright, cool! I will have to do some research on how to, put that clock back together. New adventures! Maybe... I just thought of this. Maybe I'll have a tutorial pulled up on how to fix it and then just video it or something like that. Put that together for a video. That'd be funny. That actually wouldn't be a half bad idea. I'll need to look up the make and model of the clock. That'll probably save me some grief. But I remember the big old heavy pendulum spinning in circles at some point. Maybe. I feel like I'm missing something. There are puzzle pieces that I'm missing here. Also, now my hands smell like brass. I was gonna say don't quote me on this, but you might be able to quote me on this. Maybe. But if I recall correctly... Brass? Is brass antibacterial? I think brass is antibacterial, but let me double check that. Or is it antimicrobial? Huh. The surfaces of copper and its alloys, such as brass and bronze, are antimicrobial. Interesting. Huh. Fascinating subject, isn't it? No, sir. We are not going to add to the invisible, non-existent death counter today. Alright, let's get that. Let's get something fixed before. Okay, that should do it. Come on. There we go. Goodness sakes. Fixed it. Not the clock. No, I had to fix the stream babysitter for one of the outputs. Because it throws a fit if I leave it on my phone. It just goes, no! How dare you not give me all of your attention? I should be the only one getting attention. And I'm like, girl, chill out. It's just a window closing. Why are you freezing everything up? Get out of here. It's an easy fix though, so I don't really worry too much. I am gonna figure out that dang clock. I was gonna say if it's the last thing I do, and I'm like, I hope it's not the last thing I do. I'd like to get to level 99. And I need a little bit more time than the clock will probably give me. It'll probably take a lot shorter time to fix the clock than it will get to level 99. I love how I'm obsessing over this stupid clock, but it's been sitting where it sits in my workspace for years now. It has been there for, God, I don't even know how long it's been there, but it's been there a while. So, yeah. I've got to either make it work or that's a shiny antique that someone will actually appreciate. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. I swear I'm gonna make it work. Gosh darn it. In the meantime, I'll still appreciate the wall clock that is not actually made out of a vinyl. It's made out of plastic. And it's plastic that's carved up to look like a heart station like these ones here. Not exactly like this one, a little bit different. It's a really cheap one, but I like it a lot. It was one of my early Kingdom Hearts related decor. I'm trying to think if there's any other Kingdom Hearts related decor in the room. I mean, technically there is. There's a couple of the foam... Foam? Are they foam? Foam keyblades? Yeah, those. And then a wall scroll I got at my first really big convention over a decade ago. Oh my god, it's been over a decade. Good lord. Has it really been that long? That can't be right. That cannot be right. Nope, it's not over a decade. Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Time hasn't slipped away that far. There we go, that's more like it. Da, 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 da. Nice. I am chugging through these. I think I'll say for sure that I've hit the 2000 XP mark once I've hit below 14,000. I think that'll be a safe bet. I could always time travel a little bit to check, but I'm not going to do that. It's tempting though. Very tempting. Too bad I don't remember the last calculation I did. Then again, I was at like, what, 21,360, right? Yeah, I was at 21,316 at the beginning of last session. And then all I have to do is subtract 5,214 or something like that. Yeah, so, yeah, 16,146. Hey, my memory, good lord. It's my Numerical memory is functioning. Christ almighty. Nice. Was that a 4-in-1? I think that was a 4-in-1. Sick. Nice. That's a lot of bubbles, though, that I now need to wipe out. Cool. Speaking of brain-related stuff, I actually did poke around in that book that I brought up yesterday. It was the How to Be a Genius one, and I jokingly mocked myself for not reading it because I was probably all like, oh, I'm already a genius, I don't need that. And it's like, oh, girl, you needed that, trust me. It's got a lot of interesting stuff talking about the brain. It's very fascinating. Okay, that's a lot more damage than I bargained for. But it was actually very fascinating. I might poke back into it later tonight. I didn't leave a bookmark in it though. I don't have very many bookmarks. I can't remember the last time I've even made a bookmark. I had like a strip of fabric that had like tiger print on it, like it was like screen print, tiger print on there. And there was like a little gem glued on one end, and then that was considered a bookmark. I have no idea where it is now. But I had that, and there's usually ribbons in like my journals or something like, well, not all of them, just some of them. Just a few of them. Whee! I love the use of strings in the oboe and the battle theme in here. Ooh, I think that's a clarinet. That's doing the doo-doo-doo. And then the oboe is doing the... Yeah, exactly. It's very fitting considering me obsessing over that clock earlier. Did the time move, or am I just losing it? Huh. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Huh. I think I may have discovered something interesting. I don't think the minute hand was there earlier. What am I missing? This one uses a lot of the lower half of the piano. Slightly abrupt, but nice transition for the music. Interesting, so when it detects that you're no longer in battle, so the same thing that triggers the music, the battle music to kick in also triggers the change of the command menu. So it switches back to the not battle menu. I know there's a better wording for this. But when I've noticed when it switches back, instead of like doing the normal, it's just fading back instead. Maybe it just flips over and it's just a smooth enough transition that it's not too abrupt or something like that. But I think it actually does do a slight blend over. Like a slight crossfade? Oh, Christ almighty, I think I can't. I'm sleepy. Crossfade, there we go. Took me a second. I built the bridge though. That's the important part. Let's get some water, shall we? Nice. Gosh, I can still smell the brass. Damn it. Ouch. There we go, that's better. Completely whiffed that first swing. So, based on my usual judgments, we'll probably hit the 2000 XP mark a little bit later than usual, just because I did get heavily distracted by the clock. That's on me entirely. That was funny, though. Let's be real. Oh, no. No, I don't want to be sleepy, please. No. No sleepies for me, por favor. God, I really want ice cream, but it wasn't on sale, so I didn't buy any, but I'm kind of regretting that now. I thought I was going to be like, oh, I don't need ice cream for a while, and then I had my first taste of mint chocolate chip in ages, because I mostly ate, cookie dough. And then I was kind of like, the combination of cookie dough and mint chocolate chip isn't great. I'll stick with cookie dough. And cookie dough's fine for a while. But it just kind of started disappointing me, and so I'm like, okay, back to the mint chocolate chip. And I've had the mint chocolate chip just by itself the first time in ages, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Now I'm sad because I didn't get myself any the other day. Oh well. I'll wait for another sale. Nice. Whee! I just remembered the weirdest, like, niche thing that's not even necessarily in pop culture. It's definitely more of a Mormon pop culture thing. Some folks like to make their own films, of course. And I'm remembering a very specific one called The RM, which is about this guy. He returns from his mission. Everybody thought he returned like a transfer early or something like that. But no, he returned right on time, and they missed his return home, like his family, his friends. the girlfriend that he had ended up meeting and marrying somebody else entirely, like, so he didn't get the letter about her dumping him until much later. And so, and also his, like, previous job that he thought he had lined up, nope, didn't work out. Basically, everything changed from what he expected, and it's not the same as, like, at home and stuff like that. There's a lot of, like, there's a lot of Mormon church culture stuff in the background, obviously, because that's the culture it's set in that era. It's also really funny because it makes in-jokes about specifically some of the jokes about it. Like, I think there's like an MLM subplot in the background, and the main guy, he has this friend who's a little bit doing shenanigans and all that stuff. Like, he gets into shenanigans a lot. And there's this one scene where he's trying to get a new job and ends up working at this call center with his friend. It's a freaking... And they're like... It's like a scammy call center because it's like a freaking filthy filter which is supposed to filter the profanity. It's like the fakest shit ever. And it's so freaking funny to me. It kills me every time that I... It's been so long since I watched that film and that scene. It's just great. One of these days, I need to talk. I would need to talk with one of my friends about this, about showing them, like, hey, you guys want to watch, like, want to watch this goofy movie with me and, like, react to it? Because it's, oh my gosh, it is so, like, the comedy is definitely, like, not perfect, but it's great. Also a staple for that particular studio, in every single, like, church scene, like, right after the whole, like, church meeting and stuff, there's this really, really old lady at the organ who plays a specific song. It's the same song every time. And she starts playing it and then has to, like, wet her fingers to turn the page, and then she continues with the song and just gets really into it. It's great. She's probably passed on by now, but that lady was so funny every time. And she was in every single... she was in every single one of those. Specifically the comedy ones, by the way. Oh my gosh, those films are so ridiculous. Same with the Singles Ward and its sequel, The Singles Second Ward. Those are so ridiculously, hilariously unhinged. Like, they are so ridiculously funny. Obviously, they're kind of... obviously, they're very churchy, very Mormon-y. They have their, like, they have the roots in the culture and stuff like that, but it's... There's one there. I think they actually rehash a couple of the scenes in the second film, in the Singles Ward film. They actually rehash one of the scenes from the first film, where one of the characters, like, jump slides across the, I think it's like a VW bug or something like that. I think the second one of the main guy in that one, he's a friend of one of the main characters in the second one, which is funny because the actor is also the same main actor in the RM. Anyway, I think it's in the single second ward. One of his friends is about to bungee jump his car off of, like, a cliff, probably somewhere in the canyons or something like that, and he's like, whoa, wait, I need a car, and he takes the car. Instead of it taking the bungee jumping, he drives out to go and find the girl that he's been dating and wants to marry and stuff like that. It's a whole thing. It's definitely a very traditional type story where at the end the couple gets married and stuff like that. And there's also a running joke in the Singles Ward movies that there's one character that narrates and breaks the fourth wall. The first one, it was the guy, and then the second one, it was the girl character. I wonder how those actors and actresses are doing. I wonder what their life is like. But yeah, those were when you grow up in the Mormon church, there you end up experiencing some very interesting entertainment options. And they're nice, good, clean, fun comedy films, but I totally understand aversion for some folks. Like, you know, because it's got church stuff all over it. It's not like the Veggie Tales where it's just you're telling Bible stories with vegetables and there's no depiction of Jesus. You're just telling stories for kids so that it's easy for them to digest. Haha, because they're vegetables. Yeah. I love how I randomly just ended up talking about that all because of that call center scene from one of the films. But it's such a goofy ass scene. It's so stupid. One of these days I'll be like, "Hey friends, do you want to see something funny and cursed?" It's not that cursed, but it's so funny to me. My humor might be broken. My humor might be severely broken, actually. It's fine. Another thing I remember growing up on were these animated Bible stories. I grew up on animated Bible stories, and there's actually two versions out there. There's the VHS versions, and then the DVD versions. They changed the coloration on some of the color cells. I think they wanted to fix the problem where they kept having the villains all have black beards, because they gave one of the guys a brown beard instead. These are real things, by the way. Got a whole ass collection of them. What's funny is also the same folks who did that also made like some stories about like historical figures, like one of them about Galileo or something like that. Is there one about Marie Curie? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But it's Marie Sklodowska? I think that's her name. Sklodowska. Hang on. I need to fix this. Hang on. Wait. Excuse me, Sir Dusk. I need to correct something. 'Cause yes, she's often known as Madame Curie, but what's her Sklodowska. There we go. I mucked it up. She's a Polish lady. Oh, it's Maria Sklodowska. And then Curie is her married name. Huh. She's the gal who discovered radium, by the way. Fun fact. Cool lady. If I remember right, she had to, like, do a lot of her university classes and stuff and learning in secret, because, like, I think they were... Was that in the middle of Soviet occupation? I think that was. That might be a touchy subject for my Poland folks. Okay, yeah, that might be... Hang on. I need to put this to rest for me. She was a Polish and naturalized French physicist and chemist. Interesting. Okay. I love the ability to just juggle two things at once. Okay, yeah, she was in the... Okay, yeah, she was born in Warsaw, which was in Poland, which was currently occupied by Russia at the time. Okay, so my memory isn't completely shoddy. Yay! Sorry, I'm doing a lot of reading because this is important to me, because she was one of my heroes growing up. Icon of science. Yep, okay. Okay. I love how I'm just quietly reading the Wikipedia. I'm reading the Wikipedia page in case you're wondering. Dang. Poland was fighting. Good on them. Also, hats off to Poland for never fucking around when it comes to Russia. They're like, yeah, no, we're not doing this shit again. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Oh, that's a 4. That's okay. Oh, wow. Hey! Okay, yes, there was a trade-off for her, for Maria and her sister to, like, when one studied, the other would financially support the other. That sort of thing. They both ended up supporting each other. Okay, let's take these fellas out. Nice. It's a lot of Orbeez, but that's okay. Yep, okay. Yeah, she stuck with her education. Hell yeah. Atta girl. Frickin' legend. Spent so much time just reading about Maria Sklodowska-Curie. I'm going to keep mucking that up. I apologize in advance. I should learn pronunciations of different languages so that I can at least properly pronounce things. I can pronounce things in Spanish, no problem. But everything else I need to take a little extra effort to pull off. Which is good. I'm glad. I'm glad I want to learn. Come on, bring it on. There we go. I don't think this is gonna be a 5000 XP day, damn it. Shoot! Darn it! That's what I get for getting distracted by a damn clock. Was it? Was it always that far up? I don't think it was.
No, I don't think it was. I think the clock moved. I think it's something to do with the spinny thing. I'll have to investigate again later. When I can dedicate my full brain capacity to that instead of half capacity focusing on trying to knock out a good session at the same time as troubleshooting mechanics. I swear I thought I saw that minute hand move. But I did say it was approximately a 1:45, or 12:45, but now it's looking more like almost 12:48, maybe 12:50. On the half alive clock. I need to stop obsessing over the clock. It's getting ridiculous. It's hard to imagine that I once, sorry, I was thinking about, Conk on Earth, but, I was just also thinking it's hard to imagine the fact that I once, there's a mirror that it was originally just leaning up against the wall, it wasn't actually hanging up on the wall, and then one day I finally got fed up and actually hung it up. And I'm like, oh yeah, so this is what it's like to have a mirror that's stable. I mean, to be fair, it took me like months to put up the shelves that I got a while ago, and then I finally put them up and organized them, and now they're spectacular. Ouch. Okay, calm down. Ow. My beautiful little marquee slowly gliding across the screen telling us it's almost level 51. No, it's currently level 51. What the heck am I saying? Let's see. I think I can... Yeah, let's go! I was like, do I have enough HP to not get a 4? And the answer was yes. I had just the right amount. There we go. Now that I think about it, what was I... I'm so glad that I actually remembered vaguely what my previous math calculation was. Because that is dead useful. I know I didn't use the calculator on screen like I've been trying to, but this calculator has better memory. Plus it's cuter. Can't go wrong with a cute calculator. Unless it's broken, then you can probably go wrong, but most of the time, nah. Can't go wrong. My brain seems to want to be taking a lot of adventures down different lanes of memory. Which I don't mind, I'm just... just finding it interesting, that's all. A little bit more damage here, actually. A lot bit more, actually. What am I talking about? Okay, so let's see, if I can do this right, it'll be 13,590. Yeah? Yeah. Really? Okay, come on. A little bit of damage, please. Thank you. There we go. Nice. Gotta fix my posture so that I don't make myself sick. Oh my god. Holy shit. Fascinating. Alright, let us continue. Oh dear. Come on. I would like to swing. But I can't do that if I'm not half health or less, good sirs or ladies. Gentlethems? No, that's not very... Well, I mean, technically there's gentlemen and gentlewomen, so gentledom would probably be the compromise there for that one. Unless one unless one might prefer they'dy. I don't know. Honorables? I mean, there was that Tumblr post that proposed the idea of the honorables and stuff like that. That was a fascinating Tumblr post, by the way. Very interesting read. I love how useless the MP bar is. That MP bar is going to be so unused for like a majority of this playthrough, and then the rest of it I'm gonna be like cruising through the entire game. It's gonna be mostly cutscenes for the rest of the series. I get to level 99, blaze through everything. We're just mostly sitting through cutscenes, and it's just like, where's the gameplay? And I'll probably be like, well, I don't have to level grind, so that level grind was taken care of a long time ago. Oh man. Oh god. Ah, good heavens. Much to do. Much to do. I'd like to go back in time though and smack previous me across the head for doing this on crit, because that means I still have a limited amount of HP. I could have 120 HP, but no. No, I picked the option that only gives me 60 HP. Because I'm like, I'm so tough, I can do this on crit, it'll be just fine. No. No, it will not be just fine. You know what? The day I finish this, I'll do this again. I'll do this again. I will do this whole entire scenario again, except I will put it in beginner mode. I will frickin' do it. I will do this shit again in beginner mode. That'd be so horrendous. Why would I do that to myself? You know what? It'd be funny. Okay, if I stick around for if I stay in streaming for 10 years, if I'm still streaming 10 years from now, I will do it again, but beginner mode. Mark my words. Hopefully I remember. I'll set a notification right now. I'll do it right now. I'll set a notification. Pop that shit over to 10 years from now. Boom. 2036 of June. Boom. Alright, if still streaming, start KH2 level 99 grind again, but beginner mode. There we go! 2036. 2036. If I am still streaming in 2036, I will do this shit all over again, but in beginner mode. Plot twist, I barely finished this, and then it's just like, hey, guess what, sucker? That'd be so messed up, actually. That'd be funny as shit. You know what? Huh. Fancy that. Plot twist, KH4 still isn't out by then. Okay, I need to do some more damage here. And by do more damage, I mean I need to obtain more damage. Please! Swing. Swing, sir. Thank you. Come on. Bring it on. Oh, that's oh, you ruined it. Oh, thank you. See, at least one of you can get with the program. Thank you. Oh, and I only got 4 XP off of them. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was actually genuinely hilarious. Hang on a second. I'm doing some quick math again. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just gonna keep that up on my personal calculator so then I don't forget, because it seems to be eluding me greatly. Sometimes I wonder if I should do a time travel check. I'm gonna do a time travel check. So, blah, blah. English. What is that? I don't know her. Who's English? It's not me. It's not a person. Oh god, imagine if somebody named their kid English. That would be frightening. Okay. Focus, honey. Oh my gosh. Wow. No freaking way do I actually have that memorized right off the bat. Yeah, 138. Yeah, 138. Yeah. See? Plus 8. No, that's not right. It would be minus 8. Chat, you have no idea how amazing that is to me that I actually remembered not only the number of XP from, like, the start of yesterday's stream, but I also remembered the total amount that I got. Oh, for Christ's sake, will you stop breaking OBS for 2 fucking minutes? It keeps randomly refreshing on me, and I know damn well it's doing it because I see the glitchies. I see the glitchies! Why are you lying to me and saying you didn't drop any frames? Oh, wait. Wow! There are some dropped frames. Finally, it actually acknowledges it. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that you have dropped frames. About damn time, because before it was lying through its fucking teeth through me. Sorry, it's very important to me. I need to know that my computer is behaving itself or not behaving itself. I need to know these things. I love how I got distracted from praising myself for having numbers in my memory. That's a total of 9 digits, and, well, technically I can memorize a 10 digit, because that's a phone number right there. 11 if you, 11 or 12, depending on the country code. But if you're not dealing in country codes, the most you'll need is like a 10-digit number, unless that is different in different countries. That could be possible that it's different in different countries. That's a fascinating subject. Whee! Well, we've definitely hit the, what was that, 13,126, so let's see, so 16,146, let's write that down, 16,146, and then currently minus 13,126, that's about 3,000 XP there, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty damn good. Nice. We still got about 1,000 to go, and we should definitely hit that before the end of the night. So definitely not a 5,000 XP night, but that's okay. That's entirely on me. I managed to take out a crap ton of time just because of a stupid clock.
What the hell, brain? Why did you get fixated on the stupid clock? Oh, whatever. It's so silly and so freaking funny to me, actually. I should take a look at it real quick. Just a little peek again. Okay. I'm gonna do a little search for the clock. This is fascinating and I'm already distracted, so... Oh shit. No fucking way. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I have found instructions for the clock. God bless the fact that that exists. I'm gonna be able to fix my clock today. Yay! It sounds so silly, but it was bugging the daylights out of me earlier. And now I know I can fix it. That's all that matters to me. I was on the right track, though. Yay! Alright, let's knock out at least 4,000 XP today. Into the wall I go. Goddamn. Come on, bring it on. Goodness sakes, this thing creaks. I just moved my face a little and the whole damn thing makes creaking noises like I'm on a sailboat. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder how long it takes for Roxas to just drop the Keyblade. I don't know if I should do that experiment today, though. I mean, I could. Okay, I'm gonna walk really slow. I'm gonna walk and see how long it takes for Roxas to just ditch the Keyblade. Will he ditch the Keyblade? That's the question. This is important science, folks. Same as the fact that the lighting slightly changes around Roxas every time he walks on the green. Like, watch this. Boom. The second he crossed over, it was a different lighting scheme. Does it take him like a minute? I know it'll I know the Keyblade will despawn once, once he goes through the door. Interesting. The lighting changes there too. You gonna drop the Keyblade, Roxas, or how long is this going to take? Tell me, Roxas, when do you drop the Keyblade? Okay, I don't have time for that. Come on. Let's get to work. Distraction Central, apparently. Good lord. A valiant attempt, though. Gotta fix my posture so then I don't crush my diaphragm. Interesting. Okay. Okay, just a wee bit of damage, please. Thank you. Really? Okay, there we go. This is why the average of 4,000 exists, so then I don't get hard on myself whenever I don't do a 5,000 XP day. Forever the funniest thing I've ever done, actually. Okay, maybe not the funniest thing. The weather thing is still the introduction reading the introduction paragraph of a 60-year-old weather book is still actually one of the top funny things. Oh, gotta respawn one of them. Wait, I took him out? What the heck? Where'd he go? Imagine that some of these are actually just knocked out of bounds somehow and I've just never noticed it. I'm just kidding, it's probably not that. Yeah. Into the wall I go. Still though, every once in a while I wonder. But no, that one just got knocked off screen and died. Just wobbling back and forth like crazy though. Jeez Louise. Oh, by the way, as predicted, I ran out of TikTok time very quickly because I only dropped like 15 minutes off of the 3 hours. I shaved it down to 2 hours and 45 minutes. I feel like I could stand to shave off more, but I'm gonna try to get used to going under that amount of time because I got used to going under the amount of 3 hours. If I can get myself used to going under 2 hours and 45 minutes, then I'll shave off another 15. I'm gonna work my way towards barely using the damn app. That's the trick of it. I'm already doing pretty well of the fact that I'm not just adding more time onto the day or anything like that, or removing the app timer entirely whenever I'm like, I want to just sit and watch stupid TikToks all day. I'm like, no, we ain't doing that. We are only doing a max of 2 hours and 45 minutes now. It's gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle before I start being below that. But I already dropped down to like 3 hours and below, so yeah. I'm making progress! It's definitely something to work on, though. Oh my gosh. Boy, oh boy, is it something to work on. Good heavens. Maybe okay. One of the things I think I need to do is I think I need to finally put away those drawings that I put up in like 2022. And in addition, get rid of the calendar that's been hanging on my wall. Like, it's been up for 4 freaking years. It's time for that goddamn thing to go. I haven't used the calendar since October of 2022. That's how bad it is. But I was so proud of my little sticky note drawings, but I need to put them away. I need to stop. They need to just be put away. They're done with. It's done. Whee! Just little baby steps to try to make things different and therefore change. A change in my environment is a surefire way of ensuring that I try to change other things. I mean, shoot, shuffling around some of the stuff that I had earlier a while back made a huge difference, so... Putting up the shelves made a huge difference. Fixing that clock. Trying to fix the new clock is now kind of pushing me to change more. I'm trying to remember if I did any extra credit assignments back in college for one of my classes. I don't recall if I did. I wonder if I did. I don't remember it though. That's a struggle. I'll have to take a peek at my laptop to see for sure. In the meantime, let's make this happen. Woo! 4,000 XP, here we come. Whee! Oh my goodness. Beautiful.
Wait a minute, wasn't Danganronpa 2x2 coming out this year, or am I mixing it up with a previous year? Did it like come out with a whimper and nothing else or something like that? Like, or am I mixing up? I might be mixing up the dates again. I probably mixed up the dates. Never mind. You know, now I really don't know, huh? I mean, who am I kidding, though? I haven't even played the original Danganronpa 2. That's one of those games I don't think I'll ever stream. I will strictly do a video recording of that because, one, it's just a long-ass game, and two, some shenanigans I just don't want to deal with on stream, like, live. Some of those shenanigans I'm just like, no thank you. No thanks. I'm just gonna record so then I can edit stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go, we're about to get our 4,000 XP if I stop running into walls for 5 seconds. Let's see if I can do that. Oh my gosh, I need water. Perfect. That's okay, don't worry about it. Chill. There we go, nice job. Alright, let's try to get 40 off these next 5. Let's get a total of 40. 5 and 8, that's 40 to 8. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Blah, as they say. What the hell? Alright. Come on, you 3. Bring it on. Let's have a swing. Yeah, let's go. 138. Let's go. 4,000 XP. Let's go. Woo! I can't do a I was gonna say I can't do a coconut impression, but no, that's a kazoo. That is a kazoo, not a coconut. There is a vast difference between a kazoo and a coconut. A coconut you would probably use as a percussion instrument, not as a vocal type instrument. Or a wind instrument? It's not really... Is it a wind instrument? Shit. I mean, you blow air through it, but you also... It just distorts your voice tone. So I guess... I guess. I can try to do a trumpet impression. Okay, no. Problem solved, we're okay. Everything's fine. Apart from that brief moment of dizziness, yikes. Guess who held her breath again? It's me! Y'all would not believe the number of times I hold my breath in a day. It's ridiculous at this point. It's actually getting kind of stupid. I'm just like, girl, stop holding your breath for like 5 minutes. Breathe normally. Well, now I'm breathing manually, and so are you, unfortunately. Sorry, VOD watchers. I didn't mean to do that to y'all. Well, once you stop paying attention, it'll go back to normal. Just think about other things, like, oh, don't think about a white bear. There you go. Just focus on not thinking about a white bear. You'll be fine. That makes no sense, but it's like when you're trying not to think about something, you'll think about it a lot more.
You gotta replace it. It's kind of like, hey, it goes back to the discussion I had about addiction the other day. You can't just like not think about, oh, I'm not gonna think about doing whatever it is that I'm addicted to. No, you gotta replace that shit. Boom. Replacement. Hell, that's what I gotta do with my own social media addiction. I gotta figure out, I gotta get in the habit of replacing that time with something else. I'm not quite good at that yet. I genuinely am working very not well at all. I'm gonna be honest, I am struggling to even make steps. But hey, the fact that I took the time to add a nap timer in the first place is a huge step. I cut my time in half. More than half. So, yeah. I am whiffing up the wazoo. Holy shit. There we go. Okay, even though that's a 4, I don't care. It's fine. A 4 is fine. The point is I'm making progress and actually nailing the hits for once. Alright, gonna slightly adjust my seating because I need to relax a little bit. Just chill a bit. Nice. Whee! A little bit more damage, actually. Darn it! Dang Orbeez. At least I don't have the item magnet option on. That would be a pain in the butt. Whee! Wahoo! Yippee! Wow! I'm a little off tune. Whoopsie. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, let's go. Nice. Ooh, Thursday's gonna be so funny. Because we're gonna be back to Dream Drop Distance. And me slowly trying to figure out how the hell to do everything. It's gonna be great. I'm just gonna be like, what am I doing? How do I do this? What is life?
me constantly trying to puzzle out the gameplay and also try to get some good abilities so then I don't get my ass kicked. No balloon ref for me. I'm just kidding. It'll happen eventually, I just don't know how to get it yet. Emphasis on yet. I don't know why I keep thinking there are 3 right there. There are never 3 that spawn there. Ever. There are only ever 2. Thank you. Dang it. I just wanted more money because I thought it'd be funny. Haha. Funny money. Okay, stop. It's not even that funny. My brain's trying to time travel again. I'm not letting it, but it's doing some active nostalgia trips. Which, I mean, is fine. It's fine to do a nostalgia trip every once in a while. It's just a little annoying when I'm trying to work here and my brain is just like, hey, do you remember listening to a remixed version of Kelly Clarkson's Walk Away? And then also the original one? You got your mother and your brother, every other undercover telling you what to say, what to say. You think I'm stupid, but the truth is that it's Cupid, baby, loving you has made me this way. So before you put your finger, get your hand off of my trigger. Oh yeah, get your sensations getting more and more. The more you talk, the less I can say. Oh, I'm looking for attention. I don't know the question. Should you stay or should you go? Well, if you don't have the answer, why you still standing here? Hey, 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 just walk away, just walk away. I don't remember the whole words, dang it. Just walk away. I just remembered on Kelly Clarkson's own show, she was doing a thing and she could not remember for the life of her any songs. And she's like, give me a song I'll know. And the next song, instrumental, that comes up is Since You've Been Gone, and Anne Hathaway's the one who steps up and sings it, and she just falls to her knees. Oh, that was genuinely a funny moment. Goodness sakes. Also, y'all people who are watching the US version of Love Island, did you see that movie night is coming up? Ayo, it's probably actually already dropped by now. God, I cannot wait to see tomorrow's chaos. Shit's probably gonna hit the fan. Casey's finally gonna get what's coming to him, I hope. I hope. Same with Insincere. I love the joke of like all the variation jokes names on Sincere's name, cause like everybody's like, yeah, no, he ain't matching his name. Bro is not matching his name at all. I tell the truth, just not the whole truth. Bitch, that's lying. That's called lying by omission. Bruh. I love how I have a mild amount of investment in Love Island, and that's about it. It's so funny to me. It's nice to enjoy a little trashy reality TV. Sometimes a little reality TV is fun. Just gotta remember that there's some stuff that is purposely manufactured to make it more entertaining. That's something you gotta keep in mind. And in this particular scenario, it's a competition, like a game show competition and stuff like that. So always keep that in mind. And that everybody's going to be a little on edge on how to, like, trying to act right. Well, maybe not everybody. A lot of people are going to be a little bit more cautious about what's going on and stuff. Just because of social media reactions and stuff. Because some folks can't quite remember that, yes, reality TV has some reality to it, but you gotta understand there's some scripting that goes on in reality TV. Not necessarily scripting, but there are guidance. There's guidance that's involved. There is production interference to make things interesting. You gotta keep that in mind every time. Just have fun with it. And hope that everybody else is gonna have fun with it. It's not... I say that with some hesitation, just knowing, because at least in the case of Love Island, there are some emotions that, like, are not fun for some of the participants. Have not had a fun time. I thought I saw Roxas blink when he wasn't getting hit, but no, it's literally only when he gets hit that he blinks. Because he's like, ow, damage. You know, I just thought about something that I'm gonna find out for myself personally
when I finally finish my original main file of KH2. What does this end stat screen look like for KH2? You know, just a little question there. Is damage taken a stat? Because I'd really like to know if damage taken is a stat. Alrighty. Well, I think that's enough for tonight. That is plenty enough for tonight. Good golly. Look at that difference. Actually, before we continue with that, let me take a little lookaroo. We'll save again, don't worry. So 114 and 38. So 11438. Yeah, 4,700. That's pretty good. 4,700. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna save again. And it's gonna flip over to the 2 as soon as I switch to the other one. Alright, cool. Yay, alright. That is gonna do it for the stream tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to continue following this journey, you can hit up the subscribe button on YouTube or the follow button on Twitch. Both of those give you notifications for when I go live. You can also follow me on my socials. I have a Twitter, a Blue Sky, and a Tumblr, and they are all the same username, @YellowFang42. You can follow me on those not only for posts about going live, but also just other updates. Anyway, we're going to continue on Thursday, hopefully, with some Dream Drop Distance. Thursdays are going to be reserved for Dream Drop Distance as usual, and Mondays and Tuesdays are always reserved for our level 99 grind. Thank you so much for stopping by, whether you are past, present, or future, and I hope you'll have a good rest of the morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Have a good one. Here's your on-stream screen card. Bye-bye!